Hello everybody! Today I am going to be showing you how to hack, which is short for highlight and contour. And I am going to be using, of course, mascara products to do this. I thought this would be a really good video if you just ordered from me and wanted to learn how to properly apply everything, or if you have just been curious about how it all works. This video is going to show you a lot of my tips and tricks and just kind of the proper way to do it all. So if you want to see how to do it, then let's go ahead and get into the tutorial. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is take my little Perfector and some of the Stay Spray. And I'm going to just spray it like that. Kind of squeeze it a little. And then just roll it all over my face. And this is so cooling. It feels amazing. And this is the way that I prefer to use the Stay Spray since I have dry skin. If you have more oily skin, then you're going to want to spray your entire face with the Stay Spray and then let it dry completely. The brush I'm using today is the Second HAC Brush. I feel like most of you ladies buy this brush first. So I'm going to use the tapered side. Just rolled it around in some of my white peach highlight so that you can see how I have it on there, just kind of all over. And then I am going to start off underneath my eyes. Do like a triangle shape underneath your eyes. The other area you want to do is right underneath your nose. Get rid of all that redness, and on your chin. And I have some pretty sweet breakouts going on, so I'm going to be sure to get some product on there. Then we're going to run it down the bridge of my nose, right down the center there. And then kind of like a little palm tree between your eyebrows here. So here we go, my little palm tree. Also going to run it on the side of my nose. I am getting over the flu and all sorts of colds, so needless to say, my nose is really red. So I'm going to make sure to cover that up. And one other area you want to do is right along here. The other thing I wanted to show you guys is the triangle of light. A lot of people, which it would be me, I always thought that when Kara talked about the triangle of light, it was a triangle underneath your eyes. Well, the triangle of light, we just created it. So the triangle of light goes like this. You see how you have your triangle? Yeah, super cool. So that's where you want to highlight. We have the highlight on, and notice how I just kind of applied it. We don't have to blend it. We're going to go back in with our Perfector to do that. I'm going to show you both ways we can use this side of the brush and we can use this side. You want to make sure that you're not bringing it very far. Like if you look in your eyes, kind of right to the center there. Super beautiful, right? Let's go and do the hairline up here on this side. Then we're going to flip over to the dome side. And I always like to kind of pinch it like this with my fingers. And that way we can really get it on there. Look at that. Bam. So, bringing it just to right there. And then blending it up. Also want to get it on the hairline here. Go along with the dome side too and run it along my chin and jawline and kind of sharpen that up. Shorten up my chin a little bit there. If you want to do your nose, you can use either side of this brush. I'll show you with the taper side. So we're going to run it right along the side there. And pinching the brush again, I'm going to run it along this side here. And then let's say you want your nose to appear shorter, we're going to run it along the tip of our nose too. Now this is where the Perfector comes in. If you haven't used a Perfector before, you need to get it damp with some water, wring it out. You can kind of wring it out in a towel too. And what you're gonna do is just kind of start bouncing it on here, and it's just gonna blend and soften. Like, look at that. So easy. Usually the highlight doesn't need a ton of blending, so you can just kind of bounce over that pretty quickly. The contour, you can kind of roll it like that to help blend it. And then you can also dab it. Don't forget to blend out that nose contour. Will look pretty crazy there. So look at that. We still have the harsh there, but nice and blended here. So let's go over this side. With this, I am going to make sure to pat under my eyes first. So I always like to pat, 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 pat. And then get the lighter color over here. And then I'm going to bounce over it with the Perfector. And this side, I did it a little bit more intense. And then it's just nice and blended. You can see how easy the Perfector makes it to blend. And then of course that nose contour that we did, we want to make sure we don't forget to blend that. Let's say you're like me and have some breakouts. As you can tell, it did a really good job of covering it, but I want to do like a full coverage bye-bye breakouts. So I'm going to go in with a small brush like this. This is from the Detail Hack. It is like a magic eraser. I love it. So going in with White Peach, and we're gonna tap, 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 anywhere that you see a breakout. So for the most part, you can kind of just like tap it and it will blend. It's always nice to go over with your Perfector and it just kind of like melts it into your skin. For blush, I'm going to be using the color Nude. We're gonna place this right on the apples. And our blushes are super pigmented, so, which is awesome. You can have it as tense as you want or as light as you want. Total personal preference. It's like the other colors, I am just placing it on here, not blending, just kind of getting it right there. And for the most part, I want it right on these apples. Smile, and you'll see your apples. Smile. Don't want to go anywhere past there. And we're going to take that Perfector and blend it out. Perfector seriously makes it so easy. Now I'm going to take the powder brush. I'm going to take the smaller side first. With Vanilla Dust, I like to pinch this too and make sure to really pack it underneath my eyes. Even with dry skin, my under eyes will crease if I don't set it really well. And then I like to set around my mouth and chin. Really pack it on so that we don't have to worry about it rubbing off when we are eating, drinking, all that jazz. Taking the bigger side, we're just going to run it all over the rest of our face just to really lightly set everything. And the last thing, if you want to add in one more, well, okay, there's two more steps still, but if you want to add in another one, I love the Cayman Bronzer. That is what it looks like here. I like to use the fluffy side of the brush and just run it over my cheeks and work it back. And this just adds a little bit extra warmth and color. And I love the shade of this bronzer. It's not too warm at all, just kind of like the right amount. And of course this hairline here, make my forehead up here as small as possible. Once you have your face done and everything the way you want it, you're going to want to go in with your Stay Spray. So all you do is just close your eyes and spray and make sure you get it all over. And then you just let it dry, and this smells amazing. It's like a coconut tropical vacation. If you've never smelt it, you need to. It smells so good.